I was on duty last Friday, in charge of crucifixions. Oh, I volunteered for it. You see, it entitled me to extra leave. And anyway, I'd done it before. In fact, I'm really quite an expert. For instance, did you know that there are two distinct types of crucifixion? There's ropes and there's nails. With ropes, you tie them up there and they take 2, maybe 3 days to die of thirst or exposure. With nails, it's a bit quicker and a lot messier. Friday was a nails job. And there's another thing people get wrong. You see, most folk think the nails go in through the palms of the hands. Well, of course, if we did that, the flesh would tear and he'd fall off the cross the moment we stood him up. No, in fact, they go in above the wrist, between the 2 bones and the forearm. And you've got to be careful if you don't hit that artery, or he'd die in 10 minutes. Of course, it's round about there that all the nerves come into the hand. You know, it's always amazed me how long they can stay alive up there. What with the flogging and dragging the cross up the hill themselves, they usually look half dead by the time they get there. And it's hard work hanging from a cross, because you see, when you're hanging from your arms stretched out, you can't breathe. Every time you want to take a breath, you have to push up on the nail through your feet. So it alternates, see? 1 minute you're choking to death, and the next you can't think for the pain. Still, there's crucifixion for you, and it's never bothered me until last Friday. There was a carpenter, a subversive, they said, a dangerous man. There was supposed to be something funny about his trial. I don't know about that, but there was something funny about his execution, all right. When we lay him on the ground to put the nails in, he just accepted it. Well, usually they kick and scream and shout and throw every curse they think of. Well, understandably. But he just lay there. I thought perhaps he was unconscious, so I shouted something at him. I can't remember what, and he turned towards me. I had to look away. I felt naked, helpless. I was scared. I was scared of a condemned carpenter. When we got the crossbar into position, I heard him speak for the first time. I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it, but you know, I could have sworn he was forgiving us. Why? Why couldn't he just curse us and be done with it? I could have understood that. I felt sick. I wanted to run away. But I was on duty till sunset, so I stood, shaking with my back to the cross. Next thing was, about midday it must have been, the sky went dark. By that time I was in a cold sweat, but I wasn't going to run. But it was dark, really dark. No thunder, no lightning, nothing spectacular, just darkness, like the middle of the night. Then, above halfway through the afternoon, the earth began to shake, and I heard the carpenter shouting above the noise, "It's finished!" I didn't know what I was doing or what I was saying. I fell to my knees. I called out, he really was the Son of God. The sky cleared. I looked up. I saw the carpenter. He was dead. And now they're saying he's risen. His followers. You know, I almost wish it was true. But if it is, even if it isn't, who was he? Who have I killed? Did he forgive me? I don't know. I don't know.